Now, your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Yeah, so 87-degree air temperature already, just about exactly where we were yesterday at this hour with a dew point value of a mid-70s, making it feel pretty sticky outside. Humidity is at 67%. Southeast wind breezy at 13. We'll continue on for the remainder of the day, kind of pinning our sea breeze close to the coast, switching around a little bit in the afternoon with the sea breeze, but again, pretty close to the coastline. Our rain chance minimal today, only at about 10%. Again, we have that dry air aloft, and that's what's giving us that deep blue sky out there. 92, our forecast high temperature. I raised it up just a little bit from this morning's forecast, and I think as we head through the afternoon, we'll probably trend those temperatures down into the 80s, but they won't drop off as quickly as they usually would at this time of year because the air is just way too humid. Titan radar right now not picking up anything in the way of any echoes across the state, so it's still pretty dry across our area. Such is not the case across the deep south and unfortunately back into Texas where you just saw all those flooding videos. Again, more rain showers around today because of a frontal boundary. That front, though, is starting to move, so areas in the deep south will see their rain showers progress southward into Florida over the next 24 hours as the front sinks south. We'll watch that front eventually just kind of run out of steam and basically stall out across North Florida, giving them a slight chance at some showers, a little better chance, maybe about a 40% chance tomorrow through Friday. We'll increase our rain chance a little bit on Friday because of that. But this is not going to be a big weather maker for us, this frontal boundary. It's not going to produce anything in the way of severe weather, and it's really not even going to cool us off all that much, maybe a degree or two, but that's about it. For today, we stay warm, we stay mostly dry, and we wait for perhaps another front, not this one, but a secondary front that'll move through here by the end of the weekend that might bring us some cooler temperatures for Sunday a little bit, and then for the beginning of next work week as well. Back behind this front, there are some significantly cooler temperatures. In fact, we might even get some snow at higher elevations back to the west in the Rockies. And of course, we're getting these showers and thunderstorms in parts of Texas. The frontal boundary itself lies through the deep south and really does kind of separate the temperatures in the 80s from temperatures in the 50s and 60s. So it's a pretty sharp dividing line between the cold, cooler air and the really moist, deep air that we have over the deep south and Florida Peninsula. If you look at where the storms might form today, the thunderstorms, they're definitely going to be on our coast, favored on our coast. And the reason for that is that sea breeze will be kept pretty close to our coastline by that general easterly wind that you just saw. It's pretty breezy at this hour. So that keeps the collision zone of winds pretty much locked right into the coastal regions, and hence, that's where the thunderstorm risk will be highest. Nothing here in the severe category for us, and even the thunderstorm risk is really very small. And that because of all this dry air aloft, one of the reasons anyway, and that dry air limiting the number of actually even showers that we get today to 10% or less. So won't even be seeing much of that around, and most of us will stay dry. The future cast put into motion doesn't show a whole lot in the way of rainfall for most of us, but especially the southern areas may get tagged by a shower or two. And that's really about it. Well, that's the reason that we stay so warm this afternoon. No cooling rain showers around. We'll top it out at around 92. What we need is to turn our winds a little bit to the north and draw down some of the cooler air that's back to the west. And that will probably happen later in the week. Tropics look good right now. The far Atlantic looks just fine. If you are thinking about taking a cruise next week or this week, it should be a-okay. The one system that moved into Belize now moving away. It produced some heavy rainfall, but there is no chance for any development of that system anymore. So for the next 5 days or so, things look pretty quiet. Northeast wind turning to the northwest with that sea breeze in the afternoon, and the forecast today, 92 with a 10% chance of rain tomorrow. I don't see any rain showers chance. And then on Friday, maybe that front producing a 20% chance. We stay dry over the weekend, I think. But a frontal boundary kind of sinking south cools us off just a little bit Sunday into Monday. And then a low pressure area brings us a chance of rain on Tuesday. Scott.